Behbahan is a city in the capital of Behbahan County, Khuzestan Province, Iran. At the 2012 census its population was 327,410. To the north of the city lie the ruins of the ancient city Arjan, built during the Sassanian period, where important remnants from the Elamite era can be found. The people of Behbahan speak a Persian dialect distinct to the group, as well as Sassanid language Middle Persian, and may still use words of Khuzi origin, the language of the original inhabitants of Khuzestan. Behbahanis claim various lines of descent, for the ancient peoples of Arjan, the Persians, nobility. But the inhabitants of the suburban districts are primarily of Law's background. The majority of Behbahanis are remains of Arjan after an earthquake destroyed a dam, which led to the flooding of the city. People of Arjan were originally Zoroastrian during the Elamite period, and later on converted to Islam. The details of how or when they converted are unclear. According to the elderly of the city and the oral history, the current population of Behbahan consists of a mixture of 60% Zoroastrian background, and 40% others. They are mostly Muslims, even those who still observe Sabbath to be the holy day of the week. However, a large Baha'i minority can be noticed. Etymology. The name was not mentioned in textbooks earlier than the 14th century. The land of what is currently known as Behbahan was part of Arjan city instead. Back then, the land of the current Behbahan was not inhabited. Arjan Elamite city is located 10 kilometers north of the city of Behbahan in Khuzestan Province. A grave belonging to the new Elamite era was discovered during the construction of a dam on Maroon River in full 1982. The grave belongs to Khuzestan, an Elamite king who ruled during the 7th century BC. A unique and remarkable gold ring with the design of two winged lions on two sides of a holly tree was also discovered in this grave. On this ring, a phrase written in the Elamite cuneiform is evident which reads, Khuzestan, son of Ceres. Some clay relics belonging to the New Susan era and the Lapri era were found in Tepa. In addition, remains of a kind of special clay from the beginning of the writing period were discovered during the 1970s in Tal Sabs. All of these discoveries indicate to a continuous settlement in Behbahan Plain for some 6,500 years. Arjan site consisted of two old and new areas. Due to the construction activities of Shohada Dam on Maroon River, most parts of the old area, which is located on the basin of this river, were destroyed. However, studies on this historical site indicate that the old region was an active settlement during the Elamite period and Achaemenid era. According to historical documents, the new area was established a few kilometers from the old area by the order of Kabad-I, Sassanid king. Arjan historical site was a flourished city during the ancient times which stayed alive until the beginning of the Islamic period. Based on the historical evidence, it was a very affluent city which covered a vast area that extended to the southern mountain skirts of Zagros. The city underwent a lot of changes and got into conflicts with Ali Bui dynasty. Arjan was devastated by an earthquake in 1085 AD. Those who survived from the earthquake migrated toward the south of the area and established today's Behbahan city. A Persian group who lived in tents were forced to leave to another part of the city across the Maroon River. There, they founded a city on a plain of land where they started building better homes, the good tents. Those tents were never made of wool in the new place. Instead, they were made out of bricks and clay. The name Behbahan is a result of the combination of two words, Bey and Bahan. The first part, Bey, simply means good. The second part, Bahan, means a tent used by very old people. So, simply the name of Behbahan means the good tent. Another research shows that the city did not come about as a result of a natural disaster destroying Arjan, but, by the 14th century the city overtook Arjan, which had fallen to decline. Famous people: Ariobarzanes of Persis, Samin Behbahani, Taha Behbahani, Behbahanian Mafan MD, Dr. Khosrau Behbahani, Araj Bashiri, and Zora Behbahani. Marafi Behbahani, one of the first merchants to settle in Kuwait. Marafi settled in Kuwait in 1740 and his descendants one of Kuwait's wealthiest businessmen, Ahmad Behbahani, Iranian security expert, leader of Iran and of the Iran-Contra organization, who fled to Turkey when Ahmadinejad came to power, and was presumed to have been hanged in Evin prison. He had been head of the Iranian end of the Iran-Contra operation and carried out the first stage of the bombing of Panem 103, which he undertook as the case's revenge for the deliberate shooting down of IR 665 by the Vincennes on 3 July 1988.